Hey, Stephen Bugno here from Cycling Alaska. So today I'm going to show you how to get set up for winter riding on a small budget. This is kind of an alternative to fat biking if you can't afford a fat bike or you don't want another bike. This is kind of an alternative that I've come up with just, again, on a really small budget. So I've got this old 90s mountain bike. And most important thing, I put studded tires on here. So I found these at a consignment shop, an outdoor consignment shop, for something like 25 bucks. I got a pair. It's a steal, probably because they're the old 26-inch tires. So mountain bikes aren't really running on those anymore. So that was the key to getting these really cheap, is just having the old style mountain bike. The other major upgrade I did was I got these pogies. My hands and feet get really cold out here, and so these keep your hands nice and toasty. And I've got the gloves underneath. Dressing for winter biking is a whole nother topic, but I can tell you a little bit about that in this video also. So there's one major caveat on all this. It's not a pure replacement for a fat bike, which if you know, has this really wide tires and different geometry than a mountain bike. This setup does not work in powder at all. It doesn't work in like granular ice and snow. This is really good for really hard packed snow or ice. Right now it's early in the season, so you can see this is November in Anchorage, Alaska, and the trails, we got some snow and then some rain and melting came, so the trails are really icy and just really frozen. It's also really good in the springtime. I'm really fast on this bike and beating my friends on their fat bikes in the springtime when everything freezes over, because I got these skinny tires. Again, with the studs, super important because I don't slip out. I don't go barreling around icy turns, but I haven't fallen yet, and I ride fairly aggressively on the ice. So we're going to take you around on the trails here. Again, early winter in Anchorage, Alaska, and we've got really hard packed and icy trails. So you can see right now, this trail, especially icy. Said early in the season, November here in Anchorage, and the studded tires are absolutely essential. That's going to be your main expense. And then the pogies here, which keep your hands warm. It's nice to have these, but if you can wear ski gloves if your hands don't get cold. My hands get easily cold, so I have those. It's also going to help you if you're riding around town or trying to commute on the trail. These studded tires are essential. So a little bit about how I dress for winter fat biking. It all depends on the temperature, and I dress a little warmer than other people. It's really difficult because you don't want to be sweating too much, and you also don't want to be cold. So I've got these gloves on, which are more like a windproof glove rather than a winter glove. You can wear your ski gloves if you want, but if you got the pogies, you probably don't need that unless it's really, really cold. Today is just a few degrees below freezing, so about 27 Fahrenheit, maybe -3 or 4 Celsius. So not very cold. I've got a wool layer and then about 2 polyester layers on that to wick away any sweat, and then I'm just wearing this fleece on top. And again, I'll adjust that based on how cold it is. On my feet, so these are not cycling boots, they're just regular winter boots, and I've got 2 pairs of wool socks on. And my feet are all right now, but you know, if it gets much colder than this, my feet definitely do have problems staying warm. So I've got a little hat underneath my ski helmet, and I am wearing a ski helmet, so that keeps you pretty warm. Other people probably don't need the hat underneath the ski helmet, but I wear it. So again, this winter riding setup with the mountain bike with studded tires, it really only works with hard packed or frozen trails or ice. Be good for commuting around town when the sidewalks are all icy. Yeah, cheaper than getting a fat bike, or if you don't have the storage for another bike.